I challenge you to find the video where the picture in the thumbnail comes from. I'll show it again to remind you, and you've probably seen it before. You may have seen it and it's in your memory somewhere because it came out probably 2 months ago. This happened. This was in Eagle Pass, Texas, and you see this backhoe or tractor or something holding up the barbed wire while the immigrants go right underneath. And it's rather shocking because there it is. What meager border there is just being completely subverted by the Border Patrol under Mayorkas's watch. And you look at that and you say, how can we be doing this? What's going on? What is this? I think it sticks in your memory. And you look at it and you say, well, maybe I'll come back to that video sometime. Maybe I'll want to record it or something. I did. And you find that if you go online and you try to search for it, you're not going to find it. You put in tractor holding up barbed wire, immigrants, something like that, and you won't find anything. You might even research a little bit more and put in Eagle Pass, Texas, and try out a bunch of other things, and you won't find it. You'll find videos maybe of people snipping the wire, border agents, or you'll find something about somebody saying why they're going to let them do that. Or I kept finding this one video with this lady and her sister who were trying to get under some barbed wire, and there was like a stuffed animal involved or something. So it was like, oh, them poor. It was a very minimizing kind of thing. But you couldn't find this video. Now, I found it today, and I just wanted to go over how I found it, and just to highlight how difficult they make it to find information online now with the so-called search engines that are not designed to help you find things. They're not search engines anymore. They're curated presentations of their version of reality. And if something can't be found, it's not there. They're certainly not going to come up and show you this video. Just like on the list of videos, if you put in like border wall or something like that, you would think this would come up because it's kind of an important, very memorable video. But I want to show something about where I found this. Now, today I was watching Jimmy Dore, and this video was on. And let's just watch a little bit of it and see what it says.
Robert F. Kennedy tweeted this out. He said, I just saw this video by Border Hawks News. By the way, Border Hawks, doesn't it sound like someone who kidnaps people at the border?
Yes.
That's what it sounds like. The crisis at...
Now, to me, probably part of the reason that this video was on YouTube. I'm pretty sure of that. I saw it on Rumble first, but I think I saw it on YouTube. But it's not on YouTube anymore. He posted a bunch of videos today. This one just isn't there. And I think part of it is because he's referring to Robert Kennedy, and also because Robert Kennedy is referring to this video.
The border is unsustainable, he says. Our communities are slashing education funding to accommodate illegal migrants. We've seen a record number of gotaways since Biden took office.
I'm Efrain Gonzalez, correspondent with Border Hack News. This is how mass migrant crossings are carried out at Eagle Pass.
We followed this large group of migrants who left the only shelter that is open in Piedras Negras just at sunset. Most of these people do not know how to get to the river. However, through GPS, they obtain the exact location where forklift tractors raised the razor wire last October.
Did you see that? That was video of border agents they're raising the razor wire. They're using this thing that's border agents doing that.
Okay, so, you can see Jimmy. Jimmy puts himself, he plays himself off as the, farther left than whatever. I can't remember what he says, but he resonates. He says a lot of stuff that MAGA people would be saying, not in the same way exactly. But, he looks at this. I think anybody would look at this video and say, well, what is this?
Maybe that's part of the test to see if they can become U.S. Capitol Security Police. Am I wrong? I think the ones that the Capitol Police that were there on January 6th have moved on to more lucrative work protecting our schools for now, I'm pretty sure. Here we go.
actors raised the razor wire last October.
No saben el camino al río.
No, señor, no, no. Estamos con un GPS lleno con el guía.
All right, so that goes on for a while. And then, look, if we get up to 11 minutes or so, we see a little bit more about this. Because, I mean, he talks about basically just how outrageous this is. I mean, I don't want to get too lost in the video itself, because it's really about how you can't find anything. But here's Mayorkas talking. I think this is relevant, too, just because he doesn't answer the question that comes up. Just watch.
Was he in charge of the Department of Homeland Security, or was he in charge of the Border Patrol? He's in charge of something like that. Here we go.
I mean, Jimmy's a little clueless about things sometimes. I mean, his knowledge of geography is pathetic sometimes, but, we can set that aside. We're all friends.
But I'm going to ask you, what is the best way to address that from your perspective?
The answer is quite clear and quite straightforward, and we've been waiting for it.
And he's not going to tell you what it is. Just spoiler alert, he's not going to tell you what the answer is, even though it's straightforward and it's quite clear. Let's see. Is he going to tell us what it is?
For about 30 years, and that is to fix a system that everyone agrees is fundamental.
So the answer is to fix the system. That's his answer.
So he doesn't answer the question. I don't know what he means by, he mentions frontline workers in there. I'm not sure what frontline workers means. You mean low-wage workers, I guess? I mean, like it's a war against work or something? That I don't understand. But he says, we just have to fix the problem. We have to make things robust, I mean, he's been giving this runaround and the runaround on and on. If you've ever watched a full hearing with him, it's just, it's unbelievable. How he just dances around the issue. The next thing, I'm just going to go to this. This is where I finally found Robert Kennedy's post. And the way I did it is actually, it wasn't by going Robert Kennedy. I should have found it a little easier, except the thumbnail wasn't as clear as I thought it was. But I eventually just put in, I put this exact part of the first thing, part of his tweet in, and then I finally got the tweet, and then I was able to get this. And there's his tweet, and then beyond that, there's his exact tweet. This is BorderHawk, at BorderHawk News. I'm going to put all this in the information so you can get it. But at BorderHawk News is a good thing because he's got a lot of videos like this. Wow, boy, oh boy, does he! And then this one, I'll include this also. It's from Blake, whoever that is, and he just focuses in. He's got a video that's just that part of the video with the backhoe and stuff. You can go to Twitter Downloader and download that for yourself. That's basically what I wanted to say about all this. I mean, it was incredibly difficult to find this video, and just for fun, see if you can go find it online. Just see if you can find that video, and I bet you can. I bet you can. And Jack Posobiec was talking about this very thing tonight. He was on Stephen Gardner. And I was saying exactly. I mean, I've had that exact experience. And if you have too, I mean, you're not alone. I happened to notice it exactly when Jack was talking about it. He said around 2013. I was saying exactly. I said around 2014 or so, 2015, I started to notice, I started saying, is search just getting worse? I mean, Google is it getting worse? I mean, am I just not putting the right terms in anymore or something? I mean, what's going on? It doesn't seem to work as well. And it doesn't, because it used to be that it could just zap right into your mind and find out exactly what you wanted, and it was an incredibly great resource. Not anymore. Even when you know what you're looking for, you can't find it. So, that's it. Have a good night, guys.
Спасибо. Ты заходи, если что.